look on the bright side of life. Do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Always look on the bright side of life. Have you ever had a song that stuck in your head that you couldn't get it out? My dear fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, have you ever had a song that changed your life? So we know life is not always filled with joy and happiness or tastes like sugar-sweet candy. Life often is about frustration, is about sadness, and is about anger. Life tastes more like that bitter, sour lemon. Life begins with us. Think of the children in your lives. When they're little, they like to run and do a trip and fall down. What do? We will go up to them as quick as possible. Honey, are you hurt? Are you injured? Are you in pain? The child will look up at you with those innocent eyes. Pause for a moment. Then, what did we just do? We redirect that child's entire focus to the negative side of the fall. How many of you had a broken heart before? A lot of us have. When we lock ourselves in a dark room, thinking about all the good times we've had, how we'll never have that again, in here, feels like that poison dagger stabbing at it again and again. What did we just do? We redirected our entire focus to the negative side of the breakup. 14 years ago, when I woke up in the hospital a week later from my horrific car accident, from a coma, doctors came to me and said, Kuen, you're now a quadriplegic. Whatever you plan for your future, don't even think about it. Because you can't do this anymore, you won't do this anymore, and you will never be able to do that. Did I wake up in hell? And then, one day, I heard in a distance my parents' voice. Always look on the bright side of life. It's actually a song by the Monty Pythons, this British comedy group. What's the bright side to a life of disability and my future stolen from me? Then I found it. I got a second chance at life. And most people don't realize this. No matter where I go in life, I will always have a seat. As a quadriplegic, I can't control a lot of muscles in my body, and I have these things called uphill brakes. Basically, when I wheel up a ramp, I don't fall backwards. As we all know, brakes will fail. One day, I was wheeling up a really steep ramp. I was almost to the top. One more push. Suddenly, one of my brakes let go. I did a full 360 spin whack. I hit the bottom of the ramp hard. As my whole world is spinning, and this bell kept ringing in my ear. Always look on the bright side. What's the bright side to this embarrassing situation? Ladies, you will like this one. When my door opened and the EMTs and the firemen came in, they were the hottest guys I've ever met. Made my heart smile. I'm a pretty active person and fairly healthy, considering. In 1 year, I had 5 surgeries, 13 hospital visits, and my life essentially came to a standstill. Then I heard in my surgeon's voice, Always look on the bright side of life. What's a bright side to life pretty much dying at this moment? Well, my house is spotless. And I learned to cook some amazing food that made my belly smile. Last year, the most saddest year in my life, my grandma passed away. That broke my heart. Especially after she passed away, we found out that she was actually abused and starved by her youngest son and wife whom she was living with. That turned my sadness into anger, frustration. I want to hate. I want revenge. Ah! And then I heard in my grandmother's voice, always look on the bright side of life. The bright side to my grandma passing is that I love my parents even more now. The bright side to grandma passing to such heinous crime against senior citizens is that it has made me to act against this heinous crime. That hopefully made other people smile. Ladies and gentlemen, life is not easy, but if you search deep, dig hard into it, you will find that sliver of hope, that bright sunshine to brighten your situation. Next time you bite into that bitter, sour lemon called life, will you hear a song that'll change your life? Will you? Will you? How about you? Always look on the bright side of life. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.